eating. I haven't ate anything since 10 o'clock this morning, so.
You're fine.
Okay. Yeah, just
Yeah.
mute when you need to. Yeah.
I also started the stream.
Alright,
Cool.
I'll hi. This is atypical roleplay. We're playing Stars Without Number. But you already know that because this is episode 5.
Wow, already?
Yeah.
That checks out, yeah.
Should we do like
Alright.
a thing where we like introduce ourselves or?
Sure.
Who cares who we are? Let's play.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. So
My point
here's
of
the
view.
scene. We have a British looking, I don't know if you're British looking, but wearing
Yes, he
British
is.
looking
He totally
clothes.
is.
I'm as British
yeah.
as it seems, man.
Alright. So yeah, British looking guy with his
The
arm
one thing
around.
you're not so far, the one thing it seems like the typical British, colonial explorer, safari going type that you don't have so far, which is kind of a good thing, is that you're not racist. It's like a huge stereotype of those people, and you're not that so cool, I guess.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah. My
Racism has changed a lot. He might be racist, but not in a way that we would recognize.
I might be like alienist.
Yeah.
Without- It's still
Against
racist.
all those
Yeah.
weird Mushelian lizard
Or it could just
people
be
whose
have
name I've
another
forgotten.
quirk entirely. It could just be, instead of prejudice, you could have a completely different quirk. Flaw,
Yeah.
whatever you want to call it.
Yeah. And yeah, he's got his arm around a shave. Do you have a shaved head, Kit? Scott? Mirko?
Too many names.
Who
I-
needs them?
I have buzzed, really shortly buzzed.
Okay. Alright. Then it wasn't a buzzed head, it was a bald head because we're talking about Victor's character. And I remembered one of you was one thing and one of you was the other. But yeah, you got your arm around.
Do you
bald
buzz it
man.
yourself?
Yep.
So you probably do it like in the gun turret. So there's like flecks of hair coming down onto the bridge.
I've gotten good at it from the military prison camp.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, you're limping. And Vincent is helping you along to the
Med bay?
med bay. Yeah, I
Okay.
couldn't remember what it was called.
Because I got really fucked up last episode.
Med bay infirmary.
Yeah. The auto dock, which no one fixed. And yeah, you're going along. And I'd like you to make a perception test.
Me?
The half-dead one.
Well, yeah.
Perception.
Right now, Vincent is an NPC, so he can't make tests to help you.
We didn't finish
That's
talking
true.
about character appearances.
Oh, well, you can just intermingle it.
As we show up.
Speaking of character appearances, did at any point during that fight I take damage to one of my eyes?
Oh my gosh.
I don't know.
Oh, because you got a
Maybe,
monocle?
if you want to.
Because I want to get a robotic eye that looks like a monocle.
Yeah, if you would have
You could just
eye
get one
damage, that's
replacement
fine.
like this.
Oh, I could do that, yeah.
You just get one replacement. You don't need to be damaged in order to do that.
What attribute should I use for the role?
I use wisdom.
What is that? That was a 7.
Cool. So, partial success. You, you're limping along, to the med bay, and in the ceiling, not above the ceiling, in the crawl space, you can hear every now and then some pattering.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. Since I'm like super, pretty much almost dead right now, I'm just gonna kind of and just go like this and just go like, Mother, there's monkeys in the ceiling again.
I'm not your mother.
No, it's gay. It's not you. It's Vincent.
But
Yeah, he-
but Valentine's the only female on the ship. So
That's true.
Okay, I came
Yeah.
1 round away from dying last time. I'm pretty sure I have a concussion or at least some severe blood loss.
yeah, you got some bad stuff going on. I don't even think that brings you back to point. You just do it 0.
uh,
But yeah, you're walking along with Vincent. Yeah. All right, and then we're gonna cut to the bridge, to the other two. What do we see?
wait, so Simmons was with me on the bridge, or were you in the infirmary?
I mean, I was in the gymnasium cargo hold area.
Oh,
No, but we
wait.
got out of there.
Yeah.
We killed everything that was there.
Yeah, and then I was just kind of casually making my way out of there after the explosion went off.
Okay. Would you have gone to the bridge, or is there
Yeah,
anywhere else you want to go?
no, I would have gone to the bridge. I would have. I'm
Yeah,
pretty
how
hurt.
badly are you hurt, by the way?
I have one
You're
hit point left.
One tick.
Okay. All right. You know what? I think I'm gonna have to pull a Mr. Sicarian from episode 2 of Swan Song.
Okay.
Because I'm the only one with any health, or any fighting ability, or any armor, or anything at all.
For those of us who are not in the know, what is that?
He went aboard the enemy ship and took it over from the inside.
Well, is
So might have to like. All right, you know what? Okay. We ended that last session with a look at the internal sensors, and we determined that there were 8 other people besides us, 8 other life forms besides us inside the ship. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, there were 3 in the area of the infirmary, and then a group of 5 in another area,
Sorry. What?
going
You cut out.
towards the bridge.
Sorry.
there
you
was
cut out. I
3.
didn't hear.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay, so there were 3 near the infirmary, and then 5 more in the area going towards the bridge,
Okay.
and they're in the the air ducts.
Okay. So what I want to do is I want to dock with the other ship.
Okay.
Like get not like where they punctured us and put a hole in the cargo bay. No, I want
Right.
to like dock so that we get like the airlock to airlock kind of proper docking.
Okay.
And I want to
Idea.
instead of moving. What?
I have an idea.
Yeah. Well, listen to mine here first, and you can throw out yours if you want to. But and also we'll have to do that in character then, won't we? Because you're kind of delirious.
Sure.
But Val's idea is to get the dock so that we can get the 3 of you on board their ship, because she highly doubts that there's anything left aboard their ship. And so if you guys can get on there while she tries to clear out this ship. At the very least, we could get away on their ship because their ship hasn't really taken much damage at all. And then all of a sudden we have a better ship on our hands. We could just leave the just bagels behind.
Well, did the explosion hurt the ship at all? Because I know it dislodged it.
Nah.
No.
It was like
It
improvised
was,
explosives.
improvised,
Yeah.
yeah. On like a massive ship.
Yeah, I mean, we shot at them, I think, and we hit them a bit to their ship, a little bit of damage. But mostly it's
I think so,
just
yeah.
bagels that's taking a bunch of damage.
No, the Just
Forget how much it
Bagels only
was.
took a bit of damage. It only took 5 because
Well,
it was
5
a
out of-
precision strike.
Sure, but 5 out of 15 is
20.
or 20.
It's
Yeah,
only a
It's-
fourth.
sure. We're at 15. Yeah, but it's still that's significant. So
Yeah.
but then so yeah, I want to try and if you tell me if we need to roll to dock with them, or if we can do that.
Yeah. You'll have to make a pilot's test. I think it would be opposed
what?
pilot's test.
Opposed
To
to
their piloting.
Okay. So what you're saying is they do have people on board their ship.
Yeah.
Okay.
If they didn't, then you wouldn't need to make the test.
Okay, then I think
They
at
just be
once.
zero. So you go to maneuver towards their docking bay, and then their ship starts to move. And then, if you want to revise your plan,
Okay, so instead of
can.
making the piloting test, once I see them, their ship's thrusters firing and so on, I would notice that there must be someone on board. So I would then have Mirko get into his turret and start shooting at the ship.
okay.
Try and disable it or something. Something tells me they're not about to shoot at us with their people still on board. So,
Right.
So just take the pot shots we can. All right then.
Okay. Mirko, do you want to fire at anything?
You're muted.
I'll continue firing at the ship.
All
Okay.
right.
Get back in your turret.
I'll like limp down into my turret and kind of just fall into my chair.
Right.
Okay.
Just be like, fuck them. Just
Yippee-ki-yay.
yeah. That's just combat gunnery, right?
Yeah. It's a combat gunnery attack roll
Yeah.
with a D20.
Oh yeah.
And what level of space are you shooting into?
What do you mean by level?
You can just know that they're in real space right now.
Okay, then yeah, I'll
If you want to hit them, you should shoot into real space.
shoot into real space.
Okay.
Would it just be a 20?
Yeah. D20 plus any bonuses that you get.
No, I just get a minus.
Is there a
Okay.
stat you use for gunnery? Like dex?
Intelligence, I think.
Oh.
Because you're like calculating stuff.
I get it. Dang.
What?
Oh wait, you have to add their armor class,
Oh,
yeah,
right.
which is 9.
That's a good roll though.
Which is 9?
Good roll.
9, yeah. Oh, what? You got a 20?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is a good roll.
Can we just use that one and call
I
it?
mean, yeah, if they have a AC of 9, then it makes it over
Yeah,
20,
that-
so you do hit.
Yeah, you hit.
Oh, okay, awesome.
Yeah.
Remember, you add AC to your hit. So.
Yeah,
Yeah. Roll a d4 for damage.
1d4. Oh my gosh. 3. Nice.
Okay. Yeah. So they've taken. I don't remember what the last session's
Look
roll
back.
was, but I'll
Look
say
back
it
up.
was a 4. Can we look it back up?
Yep.
You just scroll back up, or you can look at the video.
Wow. Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, looking at the video would take a while. Thunder
Okay, what-
gun, combat shotgun, thunder gun, rifle.
Oh,
It doesn't go that high. I look at all of the logs, and then it doesn't say,
okay,
like what
we can just
date
say
it
4
is.
then.
Yeah, I'd like to just say 4.
okay.
Okay,
So
so
that's,
7 damage total.
Yeah, 7 damage total. So it's like almost
It's more damage than
20%.
we've taken.
Yeah.
If they don't.
All right. Cool.
Um,
Well, now that they know that you want to fight, at the very least, they're gonna try to evade. So,
Okay.
Val, you want
Uh-huh.
to pick what space you're gonna occupy, and Mirko, you wanna.
but they're not firing back, are they?
They might. They haven't yet.
Yo, I've been doing good. Let's just keep this going.
Okay, I will say what space do you want back.
Okay. And I will do occupants and shooting into for them. Ready?
Yeah.
Is everyone good?
Oh, I have to. Wait. So what's the levels of space again? Sorry.
It's real space, which is 0, or meta dimension 1. So there's only 2 you can pick from,
Okay.
and they can go up to 2 if they want to. So I'm ready. The first one is occupants, and the second one is shooting into, if they choose.
Well,
Why'd you roll? Oh, did you what?
I didn't roll.
Oh, never mind. I thought I saw something else. Okay, cool. And then Scott, did you do yours?
No, I didn't. Sorry.
Oh, don't look at the chat.
I already saw it. Damn. All right, pick another
Okay.
one, and I can just do it.
No, because then he know. I don't know.
Cause then it would be just random.
I mean, even if you pick one, you still have a chance of missing.
Yeah.
That's the point of having a second level spike drive. Also, having a faster ship.
But yeah, if you want to repick, I can do it. I picked something.
Okay, yeah. 1, 2, 3.
Ah.
You can't go into 2.
Oh, okay. Damn. All right. I fucked up.
You can pick a 1 or a 0.
All right. Well, fine. Got it.
Can we
Okay.
just say no one can pick 2 anymore?
1, 2, 3,
Bullshit.
go. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Do you guys have the PDF open?
Yes.
Do you need a link?
I have it open.
I have it.
Oh crap! I just I pressed enter and now the page is gone instead of copy. And I'm back on the page. Good. That was no one needs the link.
We're good.
Okay, cool. So, pilot, are you gonna do any maneuvers, Val?
What do you mean?
So we've gone into phase 3 of the round. So pilots determine whether or not to attempt a maneuver.
I've
So, like,
never heard
last
of
time-
maneuvers.
You tried to evade, and they went into ramming speed.
What are all the maneuvers?
There's evade, fire to disable, which is the gunner who picks that. There's the lamprey lock, the remora lock, and ramming speed.
What are the 2 locks?
I thought you said you had this open.
I do, but
What page is
I
it
don't know
on?
what page that is. So, yeah.
Oh, it's page 67.
Okay. This one. Ship combat.
It allows you if the defender wins, the maneuver fails, and the defender gets +4 on all hit rolls for the round.
You're not being clear here.
If the
I'll just
actor
read it.
wins
I'll just read it.
3 or more, the lock is maintained, and you enter the defending ship's phase. If you win by fewer than 3 points, it's unsuccessful.
But we can't enter
no
the
penalty
phase.
is taken. You can through a lamprey lock. Because you enter their...
Could we then shoot into 2 phase then? Because us
Yeah.
being in that phase?
Yeah.
Okay. In that case.
But there is a chance that they get a +4 to attack.
I don't see why they're even gonna attack us. Like, I don't.
Alright.
It's okay. Sure, they can attack. Whatever.
Alright, so we make opposed checks with our pilot skill.
I'll
and
do that
speed.
lamprey. I'll do that lamprey thing.
I'm gonna roll. You want me to roll first? To figure out what you have to beat?
Sure.
Alright. Wow. Beat a 3 by 3 or more.
What do I add? You have a +1, so what do I do to add there?
So you add your piloting skill and the speed of your ship. The speed of your ship.
So is their speed 0?
Huh?
Because you didn't add
Their
it?
speed is 0, yeah, and their pilot skill is 1. And I think
Why is
your
their
speed
speed
is
0?
2.
What the fuck is their speed 0?
Your speed is 3. Oh yeah, you're a free merchant, not a frigate.
Okay, bulk freight. Bulk freight is 0. Alright, so... Space. Based on any... Is it int?
Yeah.
Boom. I
Alright.
do it.
Yeah. You get it. You can go into... You are automatically in phase 2.
Okay. Shoot them now. They're right there.
Sorry.
So we're both gonna... yeah. All the ships fire weapons. You're firing into the same space that they're in, but they have to roll a d6 if they hit.
And I get to roll too, right? For attacking?
You roll to attack, and I roll to attack.
Dope.
Alright. You hit,
Oh my gosh.
but they also fire off some plasma beam out at you. Wait, no, wrong boat. Plasma beam out at you.
Wait, what does the plasma
Um,
beam do?
Plasma beam is a 3d6 plus 1.
Oh. Alright.
And you've done
10 damage.
10 damage. That's a fourth of them. Yeah. Oh, right. Stuff happens.
I was like,
Apply damage. Then ships might be destroyed. No, that's it. Alright.
Okay. Is there some kind of roll we can do on an attack between ships that we target their engines or something, make them stop maneuvering?
wouldn't that be the fire to disable?
The disable is more like a bring them down to 0 and then don't destroy them when you hit 0.
Okay.
It's a different thing.
It's
I want to like wipe out a system. I don't want to wipe out the whole ship.
There are rules for that, I think, in a different book. If you don't mind my looking it up, I can quickly
ahead.
scan it.
Or make up your own rule, whatever.
Yeah, there are. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Site cannot be reached. I'm gonna see if there's another copy somewhere else.
House rule.
Yeah, just house rule, whatever. It's gonna take too long otherwise.
It'd almost be like a called attack, or a
Yeah, that's what I figured. Just
Right. I've found it. Special rules for naval campaigns, page 44. Yeah, there are battle stations.
okay. House rule it, man. Just
Okay, yeah. If you wanna try and hit a thing, it's smaller, so it'll have a smaller AC, and it'll do, instead of damage to the hull, let's say you have to get 5 damage to a system in order to disable it.
That's now. You know, how about this? How about it does damage to the hull, but then if we do hit that reduced AC, then that does damage to the hull. But then in addition, they also have to roll, just like a saving.
Oh, like a save?
throw. Yeah, to see if it's still.
Okay,
operating.
yeah. Okay. That's a pretty cool rule. Let's do that.
Okay. And maybe, like, what's the most powerful ship-to-ship weapon? Just so I get a idea of what
I
the
think
max.
it's the grav cannon. No. Vortex tunnel inductor, I think.
Oh, there's a singularity gun.
Or the singularity gun.
Yeah. Okay, so some of these can get pretty insane. Okay, so
Yeah.
no. Okay, so I was gonna say something about
Pretty gun.
whatever.
Shit. Nice.
So how about we do when they roll a save to see if they can. I mean, assuming we hit, but if we hit, when they roll a save, if they fail, then it's inoperable for 5 rounds. If it's a partial success, is enough for 3, and if it's a full success, then they can get it back on. It doesn't go down basically.
Okay. Oh, so it would be a test instead of a save.
Well, I mean, it's a save because it's just because
yeah, but
you
saves
roll
are
2d6.
done differently.
Oh, is it with d20 in this?
Saves are with d20s. It's pass or
Okay.
fail.
Oh, so it would be
But we could do like a.
it would be a tech save then, right?
Yeah, it would be a tech
Okay.
save.
Okay, then we do it that way then. Yeah, sure.
Okay.
I'm
But
just
I think for this shot, it'll just be 3 damage. And
And
then
so
we go into the next round of combat.
Oh, right. Okay.
All right. So let's pick our stuff. You are currently in an envelopment with them.
Is a round of combat between ships the same amount of time as a round of combat, like a foot fight, like person-to-person fight?
You know, I don't know. It doesn't really say anywhere.
Because I was wondering if we could do stuff about the ship in between rounds or something.
Yeah, if you wanted to do something on the ship, we could do that.
Okay, I want to seal up. Flintlock and Vincent are both in the medbay, right?
Yes.
that is correct.
Okay, I want to seal off the medbay and the bridge. I want to lock
Okay.
the doors remotely from the computer on the bridge, and then I want to vent air out of every other location on the ship, including vents and such. I just want no atmosphere aside from those 2 locations.
That was my original.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's done? Or is that going to take some time for it to drain out?
It's gonna take time, yeah, and I'd like you to make. I guess you don't have to make a save.
Maybe
I'm
I
gonna-
make a computer's check to see how quickly it goes.
Okay, yeah, roll a computer's check, and then if you get really high, we won't even bother with the save.
And if I fail, it still happens, but it happens slowly.
Yeah.
Okay. Intelligence. We'll see. Maybe someone can assist me if I need it. Okay.
All right, good.
So I need to.
So partial success.
Can
So yeah, you're able to seal them off. And the atmosphere starts to vent.
So how long until the ship is clear?
Probably 20 minutes in total.
What?
I don't
What?
know,
That's
dude.
that's
I don't know.
really,
I don't know
really
how.
fucking slow. I'm
Yeah.
talking about like within like.
Oh, you're
2
opening like
rounds.
the airlock.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like, is it? It should be done within like 3 rounds. Like
Okay,
this
yeah,
is
sure.
an operating life
I
support.
thought you were
system.
just like saying, all right, the oxygen's off, and
No. I'm sucking it out. I'm using.
oh, okay,
You can do that with we have a life support system. You can just drain it from a. Yeah.
yeah,
I'm
but
not
that'll
gonna wait for them to breathe themselves out of air.
Okay, right. That will get rid of a couple days of oxygen.
Well, I'm not venting it out into space. I'm just taking it out of the ship and putting it into storage. I'm like putting it back into tanks because you got to be able to load it into the
Yeah,
ship.
you gotta
somehow. So I'm
pump it
putting-
out then.
Yeah. No, because I'm
That'll
like,
take like a while.
what? No, that's not.
Yeah.
It's not how that works.
Yeah, it is.
What? No, you
Pretty
just.
sure
I'm just draining it. I'm like literally like reverse air conditioning the area. I'm like
Yeah, you're sucking the air out of the
The room.
rooms.
Uh-huh.
Right. That takes time.
Not really.
Dude, you're in a large spaceship.
I mean, if we have life support systems, that means every single room has its own vent.
Yeah.
So it
Right,
can do it.
Yeah, every
So
room.
it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter that it's a large ship because every
Sucking it
single room
out
is being
is
done
going to
independently.
Sucking it all out is going to take a lot faster than simply opening all the airlocks and letting it rush out. You have to.
No, because here's the thing: the airlock. There's one airlock on the ship, right? And
There's a couple.
that. Well, okay. Regardless, it's not every room has one. However, every room has a vent, and so
Right, but if you open all the doors and then open the airlocks, all the air will go away.
yes, but so will it if you just use the vents. Like it's not going to be any slower.
Yeah, it is. Because
Why would it?
there's the vacuum of space isn't pulling it out. It's just a fan pulling it out.
But this is like a high tech life support system. This isn't
Yeah, but
a
it's
fan
not.
that you use to cool down in the summer. Like
But it's the same
That's-
principle.
I'm lowering the shit out of this, but okay,
I mean,
fine. If you're telling me
It's
it's
the
gonna
same
take
principle.
way
It'll
too
take
long,
several minutes to do.
okay, in that case, I will vent it out of. I will just vent it out into space then.
All right. Then I'm gonna roll a d6, and that'll be how many days you lose.
Okay.
Roll d6.
Please be one, please.
Plus 3.
That's all right.
I mean, it's not like we're in system and there's.
Well, it's okay.
System also
We'll worry
has.
about that. Look, we'll worry about that later.
Yeah.
I'm not worried about that. That's actually fine. I'm not more worried about the guys that are on the ship and the other ship.
Yeah.
Let's deal with them first.
Okay, so yeah, you open all the airlocks, you close off the med bay and the bridge, and all the air rushes out, leaving
Okay.
whatever is in your ship to suffocate in the vacuum of space.
Cool. All right then. Let's just deal. All right. Well, actually, I would like to look at the scanner, the internal scanners, and confirm that in fact the life forms that are not us are dying or dead.
All right, roll a computer check,
Okay.
because you're in combat and you gotta check the thing.
Okay.
All
I
right.
don't notice.
You
Any
don't
difference
know.
right
You
now?
can see some lights that are still there.
Okay.
You don't know necessarily at a glance what it is.
Okay.
'Cause you
I'll
gotta
deal
pay
with that.
attention to not getting hit by a laser
Yeah.
blast.
I'll deal with that later then. All right.
All right.
I'll think of those guys as dealt with because at the very least we have the doors locked so they can't really get in.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, if we wanna just so you know, maintaining the lock, you have to make an opposed test every round.
maintaining the whatchamacallit lock.
The lamprey lock, yeah.
Okay.
And yeah, if you wanna shoot and fire, occupy and fire into space, I'm ready.
Okay. So would I have to do that test, even if they're not gonna be in the second space anymore?
No.
So then, how would I?
Well, you would do it after.
Okay.
So
But
we
then-
determine where we're at.
But the thing is, in order to, the thing is, want to be in the second phase if they're going to be in the second phase.
Right.
So, you tell me where you're going to be, and Scott will say where he's firing before I say where I'm going to be, and then you say, and then we'll say where I'm going to be and where you're going to fire at the same time. So we'll do 2 sets of these. Get it?
Okay, so where I'm going to be and where Scott's going to fire.
Yeah, first.
Okay. Ready, Scott?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
Damn.
Okay. In that case,
Wait, so
all right.
now that we're in 2, can we shoot in 2?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the thing.
Okay, yeah.
Make the test, and that allows you to gain the defending ship's phase.
Yeah. Okay.
So. Oh, so then why would we roll where Scott's gonna shoot if we're just gonna change it anyway?
In case you fail,
Oh.
because you can fail.
Okay.
Or you
Okay.
can succeed by less than 3. Because if you succeed by less than 3, nothing happens.
Okay. In that case, let's do the other one. You ready?
Sure. Ready?
Yep.
2, 1, go.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Now I want to do that test.
All right.
Which
So
is
2d6 plus your speed plus your
No, no.
skill.
well, don't say just 2d6.
What?
We can just do vehicle space, right? Because
Yeah.
that's vehicle space test.
All right.
Yes.
I rolled.
All right. So no.
Nope. The ship is able to break the lock, but you're still really close to them, so they're gonna get a +4 to hit you.
Okay. That's fine.
Alright. D20 +4. That's 1 plus your armor. And Scott, you gonna fire at them?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, they are not particularly good at hitting anything.
They're really bad. That's a
Oh wow, they got a 1.
yeah.
Can
Alright.
their
So-
cannon blow up?
That'll be really nice.
I'll make them roll a save.
Thanks.
Yeah, tech save, DC 15. Okay, yeah, their weapon will be offline for a bit.
Ooh.
And you hit, so roll your damage. And make sure this is a disabling shot on their engines, yeah?
Oh, I just rolled a basic shot.
Oh, yeah. This.
I rolled the normal AC.
All right. Yeah, I forgot about the other stuff.
Which, I mean, at this rate, we're kind of just killing them, so...
Yeah, you have not been hit once, except
Oh!
when you got rammed.
Yeah, that's
All right.
true.
Nice.
I've been on point with these rolls right now.
Yeah, for someone who's not trained in gunnery, you're really good at it.
Wait, how you have 1 hit point left, right?
Also,
he does.
yeah, you're barely
Also,
conscious.
I am basically dead. I'm kind of just sitting there like, those bastards, I'll get them.
Yeah, at least. Yeah, he's not as bad as Flintlock, though, because Flintlock actually went down below 0.
Oh yeah.
And whereas you stayed up, you just got knocked down to 1.
Alright.
I also visited the medical bay and like
Right, you made your own
Yeah.
explosives there.
So, Flintlock,
Yes.
You know how you heard monkeys in the ceiling?
Oh
Yeah.
no.
Might not. They might not have all flown away.
Uh-huh.
So in your, unconscious, falling in and out of that stupor, you notice loud noises, banging. Something falls from the ceiling. There's lots of like screaming.
Oh my god.
Wait.
Both from whatever that is and from Vincent.
Does Vincent hear that?
Oh yeah, Vincent is screaming and it's like pointing something. There's a bang,
Wait,
and
but
then
hold on. There's no air up there though. So why would you hear anything?
well, there's
But like at least screaming. Like you hear a bang because you hit the wall, but if you can't hear screaming because in space no one can hear you scream. Come on.
that's true, but he hears screaming inside the room.
Oh, inside the room. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
That's different.
Well, can I
You were saying from the ceiling, which is different from the room.
Yeah, I said something fell from the ceiling.
into the room?
Yeah,
Can I
but
make,
he doesn't know what it is because he's barely conscious.
can I make a very hard roll to pull out my pistol and shoot whatever that is?
Oh my god, you're gonna shoot Vincent.
Sure.
All right.
I'm gonna give you a -4.
What AC should I use? 7?
Oh. Oh no, it's gone. Hold on.
Because
Okay.
they had 7 last time. I do remember that.
I had 7 last time,
I do.
and I think. Okay, so then 3 instead of the -4. Just have a 3.
Wait. Okay.
So don't subtract 4. Only add 3.
So what's the AC?
That's 3.
3. AC is 3. Submit no minus.
We just
No penalty.
discussed this. He took the -4 from the 7 AC that he had.
Okay.
Yeah, instead of giving you a penalty, I give them a bonus to their AC.
Dexterity. 0. Submit. Damn.
Miss.
That came dangerously close, though.
Yeah. Alright. I don't know what I was rolling for. Yeah, so you fire into this thing. You hear some other gunshots, you think.
Uh-huh.
And then whoever was attending you don't really remember who that was. They are tackled by something or like hit with
Okay.
thing. Something hits them and they fall down.
I'm going to blearily point my pistol and attack the thing again.
Alright, and then we're gonna cut to the spaceship firing again.
Okay.
Ha!
Alright. Yep, bang.
Wait, should I roll like a 1d2 to figure out if I hit Vincent or not?
I'm gonna roll a
It's probably good. It's probably fine.
fort save for Vincent. Kit, what's your... Actually, Kit, you roll a fort save because it's the same thing that Vincent has. And
Alright.
you know what it is. You just roll the macro.
Fortitude. Where is that? Physical save? Is that the same thing?
Yeah, that's what I meant. Okay, good. Yeah, you fire and it stops screaming, and the other thing stops screaming, and there's a pounding headache now. You have a headache.
So I just pass out again.
Yeah, or you maybe not. Maybe you just stare at the ceiling, but yeah, you're just like, oh, thank God it's over.
I'm pretty sure I have a bad concussion right now.
Yeah.
We're gonna get down there and Vincent's gonna be dead. Should be like,
No, I wouldn't kill someone's character when they're not there.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
just walk in.
Well, you should just however the dice roll, man.
Yeah, but I'm in charge of putting their character in that situation.
So what? They're not here. He hasn't been here for like 3 sessions. He's not here to defend his character.
Yeah, but this time it's my fault, not his fault. So I'm not gonna
Yeah.
punish him for me not being able to do
Sure.
this when he can.
Still though.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
How about do this?
That's spaceship and stuff.
Yeah. So. Alright, so now. So did we do the disabling shot? Then?
Not yet.
We can
I
do
mean,
it.
that was the whole point. That was the whole
Oh.
point.
Well, no, because we.
I wanted to say.
Circle hasn't seemed to got the message yet.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, so then, yeah, Valentine would be like, no, you shoot on the engines.
Just be like, the engines! The engines! And I'll be like, whatever. Fuck it. Whatever.
Right, but they're not shooting back this time, so.
No, this round they can't shoot back.
Do I have to make the, where they are check thing?
Yeah.
Alright.
Right. So we'll basically.
1, go.
Cool.
Okay.
Now I would like to do that maneuver.
Right, the Lamora lock. No, the lamprey.
I'm never gonna remember that name.
Lamprey.
Lamprey. The thing with the.
Yeah, but
Alright. I'm gonna roll the difficulty.
there's a plus. There's a plus what to it?
You add your speed,
Oh, right.
so I think that's 3, and then also
Yes.
your skill.
Bang!
You get close, but they're able to just barely skirt out of it before you
Scott, you want to assist?
fire at them.
Can I
You want to
assist?
assist? The plus one would actually do it. So if you could do it.
You can try to assist.
What would I assist on that?
It would be vehicle space, which you probably have a negative in,
legal
but
space, or you could do
you can
tactics.
still roll well. Oh,
Um,
tactics, yeah.
Tactics, I got a 0 in.
Sure.
Okay.
Which,
Yeah, if you beat a 7,
which attribute?
wisdom, because it'll be your intuition.
Me being like, over there.
Yeah.
Nope. Holy shit.
All right. Your intuition's wrong.
You turn the turret and shoot in the opposite direction.
Wow.
Yeah, you try and
Like they're-
position yourself into a way that might get you where you want to be,
Mhm.
but you guessed wrong, and
Okay.
you can still shoot. You didn't, double
Yeah.
ones.
Yeah. Okay. Shoot. Try and.
Alright. If I want to go for disabling blow, what would the AC be?
What do you want to shoot?
Engines.
Yeah, engines. I say engines.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just basically keep them from being able to maneuver.
All right, give them
We're not interested in their spike drive. We want to hit them.
yeah.
I mean, it could be if they're both the same thing, but we're trying to keep them from maneuvering.
So they're propulsions, yeah. Yeah, take a -3.
Oh, okay. Oh.
Okay.
All right. It wouldn't have hit either way. Okay. Well, they're basically dead in the water without their guns anyway.
Well,
And-
if you look at your console,
Hmm.
which you probably do because you're piloting,
Yeah.
you notice the readout that their gun is starting to come back online.
Okay. Well.
It's more that it jammed than it
Mhm.
disabled itself. So I'm gonna
Okay.
roll to see if they get it up. But while I'm doing that, do whatever you're gonna do.
Well, I want to try and dock with them again.
Okay.
So, what kind of role do I need to do that? Vehicle space.
Yeah, vehicle space. I think it'll be similar to the lamprey lock, but it'll be in a position that Scott won't be able to shoot.
Sure. I mean, this is like. I mean, they
And
won't be
then
able to
you'll
shoot
be
either.
attached to them.
Yeah, but they won't be able to shoot either. That's the whole thing.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
we're not. Yeah. So.
Oh, right. I have to.
Bam! We're docked.
Well, they could still, if they
Sure.
get double sixes.
I guess. They don't.
They don't. Okay. So you get in close.
And we lock on,
And then-
basically.
Yeah.
Now the ships are stuck together again, but now in a more favorable position for us.
Yes. Because there's not a big giant spike going through your cargo bay.
Our
Uh,
gymnasium.
I would like to. Okay. Now we can take our time again.
Yeah. If you leave the console and
Mhm.
allow them to pilot, they could potentially crash your ship into something. But right now, that's not a threat because there's nothing to crash. But if you take your time, it will be.
Okay. I want to detect again sensors inside the ship to determine if there's anything aboard.
All right.
Like if the guys survived my tactic.
Okay. So roll a computers test.
Someone want to assist me? Well, I guess it would be Swimman's.
Oh, Kit.
Yeah.
Yes.
You feel something get like there's a pinprick in your arm,
Uh-huh.
and then you don't know how much time it takes or anything. But eventually you wake up,
Uh-huh.
and you're at 2 hit points.
Cool.
And Victor is unconscious. There's one of those weird things.
Said the
next
wrong
to
name.
him.
Not Victor, Vincent.
Vincent, yeah, Vincent is lying unconscious next to you. One of those weird things is next to him.
Must
lying
have been
in
a crazy
pools of
night, huh?
blood. What?
He's lying next to you. You don't know what happened last night, but man, was it a great party. You got such a hangover.
You also shot your pistol.
Yeah. The room is a mess.
It is a mess. There's stuff all over the place. Everything's out of its cabinets.
You know what? I think
There's a
I
big gun shot, like a bullet hole
Right. A
in
bullet hole.
in one of the cabinets. Like it's leaking something.
Oh man, this is giving ourselves a deeper hole right now. All right. All right. How about I roll that computer's test?
This thing, yeah, this thing is lying in its blood.
I like how you put it sideways.
Yeah, because it's unconscious and dead.
It's not.
I don't assist you. It did not work.
Oh,
I just
Yeah,
smashed my
it did.
face in the computer.
Can I take a 10 on this?
no, because you're just doing a quick
Alright, fine.
scan.
Alright, I want to.
So you did a shoddy repair of all this. Maybe not all of it's working right.
Okay. So how about this? I figure the ship has been a vacuum for enough time that if there was anyone still alive, their whole body would have combusted due to the lack of air pressure. So it doesn't. It's not even a matter of them suffocating. It's just they would be dead anyway.
Yeah.
So I want to refill the ship with air now.
Okay.
And then I want to open the doors to the bridge and stomp out there with my power armor and my thunder gun and hunt down any last remaining cockroaches, basically.
Okay.
Any guys that could survive, that sort of thing, assuming any do. You let me know what I need to do, or what happens when I open the door. What I see.
So yeah, you open. Well, let's roll first, and then I'll describe. So roll just
Roll
a
what?
perception test. And Mirko, if you wanna, follow around, you're also at 2 hit points.
Okay.
All right. So yeah, I guess you never unsuited. So you get out of the pilot's chair,
Mhm.
and you get Mirko to follow you, and you open the lock, and it hisses, and then the door opens, and there's a rush of air out into the hallway, and then it stabilizes, and yeah, you go through your ship. It's a lot darker now. You've
Why?
been in a fight. You didn't, because the emergency lights.
We
No, I
restore
guess not
power.
that. We
restore
fixed
power.
that.
Remember that. Yeah.
Some of the lights in places are out. Not all of them. Some of them flicker. You don't seem to realize pattern to it. But you go throughout the whole ship, and you don't hear anything out of the ordinary other than the rumbling of the ship.
Wait, all the lights are flickering?
What?
No, not all of them.
Are the
There's
ones
a couple of them here and there. Some of them are out.
Are the ones in the medbay flickering? Because if so, Flintlock
Couple,
is
yeah.
totally confused.
Yeah, some of the lights are. I think there's only one light on in the med bay. And
Because
normally it's like most of the ceiling is on.
it's like
Can I tell why? Like, there's no reason why the lights should be doing that though.
Wait.
a couple of them
So-
all blown out. When that
But there's like
Now,
no
you
reason
can't
why the
tell
lights should be doing.
from where you are,
What about me?
So-
and with your perception test.
Okay.
Wait, what about me?
Well, you assisted, but
Oh, I figured I would just make
Doesn't-
my own perception check. Seeing how I'm just following.
all right,
it.
I'll give you a partial success. Yeah. Okay, so around some of the vents near where the lights that are off, you can't see it very well, but it seems like they're bent, there are holes in them. Like the vent has a pattern to it. Like maybe there's a square and then a larger square and a larger square. But then some of it's bent out, like something was pushing on it.
But
Okay,
not.
so they
It's not
kinda-
broken though.
No, it's deformed, but not like you don't have to replace it.
Okay.
And that is only really occurring near where the lights are flickering or off.
Okay. I figure I know why that's happening then. But alright, I don't care so much about the state of the ship right now as finding any survivors. So I want to go through the ship. Like I want to, shouldn't take too long to get through the entire ship. Go through every room, sweep and
You
clear.
go through every room. None of these things are in front of you.
Mhm.
You don't hear any in the vents or anything.
I check inside the med bay. What do I see? As opposed to seeing
Okay.
Flintlock's view.
In the med bay,
I open the door and I quickly close it, and I become embarrassed, and I.
it's a
Everyone's
mess.
everyone's
Um,
naked.
Yeah,
There's only one naked person there.
and it's the monster.
It's Vincent.
What?
No, it's the monster.
Oh my god.
But yeah, there are plastic containers and wraps and all sorts of medical supplies on the floor. There's a bullet hole in one of the cabinets. Vincent is passed out next to a bed, and like on the other side of the room, closer to the door, is one of the monsters lying in its own blood. There are smears also. Vincent has tracked blood all around the med bay.
But
And
both.
you see sitting up in his bed, just looking around confused, is Flintlock.
Okay, but both Flintlock and Vincent are fine, right? They're not in dire straits here.
Right.
They're not getting out.
Vincent is not dying, he's just unconscious.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
I-
Flintlock, do you
think-
say anything?
He like points at the dead monster and just like monkey.
Yeah, instead of pointing at it, I still have my gun in my hand, so I'm just kind of waving it around and like, okay.
Okay, cool.
Sure. All right. So, Mirko, can you like sense a disturbance in the force or something? Like tell if there's any more guys in the ship?
Pretty sure I can't do that, but
All right. Well, I'm gonna assume that every one of those guys is dead because I searched the whole ship, and they're probably just dead in the vents for the most part. And so we're gonna start to smell them pretty soon. All right. So I'm gonna go to the airlock then, and I want to open up and go and aboard the enemy ship.
All right. The other two, are you gonna do anything?
I guess I'll follow him.
This could be your last words, man.
I'll just be like, whatever, fuck it.
Yeah.
Can I go as well?
Oh my god.
Are you in?
What do you want?
Are you sober
Oh.
enough?
That character.
Yeah, I mean, I'm at 2 hit points.
Okay, you have 100% more hit points than Scott does. So,
No,
No, Scott also regained one.
I'm at 2.
okay.
I'm gonna reload before we go, though.
Did everyone regain one, or is it just you guys?
Did you
because
take
were in
any
the back?
damage?
I did, yeah.
Okay, yeah, you can regain one too. I wanted
Cool.
them to be at more than 1
Okay.
so that they have a chance of not dying.
It's been some time, so maybe, And they both went to the med bay and whatnot, so.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, So, what do I see when I open up the doors into the enemy?
Alright, well, if you want to look out the porthole first, you can.
I mean, presumably I could just do that while doing the whole thing. But yeah. Yes, what do I see?
Okay. So, on the other side of the door, there is a squad of people.
Why don't we get grenades? Why don't we do this?
They're all in defensive positions with cover.
Can I count?
What?
Can I count how many?
Yes. There are 4 of these guys, and then behind them, in like a hallway, like it's a T intersection with the airlock, and in the hallway part, the cross, there is like a person who's not wearing armor, and then 2 more of the weird monsters, and then another weird creature.
What do you mean?
I will get a
Is it another
picture.
behemoth?
What?
Is it
No,
another
it's
behemoth?
much
No?
smaller.
Okay.
Where? How do I do this?
So these are humans then that are here along with the monsters.
Yes.
Okay. Simmons, I need you to go to I need you to get a vac suit on, and I need you to go into the cargo bay and grab the behemoth's weapon that it was using to fire at us, and then I need you to improvise it to overload so we can toss it into that room and explode in their faces.
That sounds like a lot of checks, but okay. Alrighty then.
And yeah, Flintlock, get back onto the bridge and be there in case shit goes down, so you can pilot this thing. And I'll be here at the airlock.
All right, I'm gonna go there.
Now, yeah, ideally Vincent would be there, but he's unconscious. If we can wake him up.
And naked.
Where do you want him?
In the bridge.
Okay, yeah, he can be
Just
there.
keep an eye on. Yeah, I just want him, keep an eye on things. If shit goes down, he can assist from there. So yeah, in that case, Flintlock will be with me at the airlock.
Wait, so I'm with you?
Yeah, you're with me.
Okay.
Vincent's on the bridge, and Mirko's going off to
Make
grab
explosives.
that thing because you're the improvised explosive expert officially now.
Yeah, you're the
And-
demo man.
That's an auspicious title, IED expert.
I do
Mhm.
guns and explosives and I teleport. That's
Yep.
sketchy. That's real sketchy.
It sure is.
Oh god.
I like
Yeah,
to
imagine.
teleport in behind them, like stick a couple of like sticky grenades to their backs and just like teleport out again.
Would I have my
Yeah.
psychic points back?
No. Because I'm rested.
Okay.
Yeah, so the yeah, the whole thing with teleportation is like, how the hell would the TSA work? Huh? How
Yeah.
could they prevent you from smuggling stuff at that point?
It's a lot harder.
Mhm. All right. So.
Right, so who wants to do their thing first?
I guess I
I
will.
guess. Because yeah, let's do some first.
Alright. What are you gonna do?
I grab a vac suit and go in there and look for the gun. Presumably find it because I feel like it's not that small.
It was coming towards me, and I was at the entrance, so it was probably close to the entrance.
Yes, but there was also, the issue of the air getting sucked out.
Right, but the whole thing with that, I mean, it's the size of a gymnasium, So I figure the air would get sucked out faster than any physical objects. So if it's close to the entrance, it couldn't be all
It's
the
not
way
super
out into
far,
space.
but it's
Yeah.
kind of far.
All right.
Like maybe midway.
So I go grab that.
Okay.
Probably had to like hack it off. The
Yeah,
arm.
make I don't know what this would be.
Yeah, don't need
Make
to
it
even
the
have a
stick
check. But
Yeah, I guess you can just take your time with it. Or you can make a tech medical
Tech
in
medical.
order to get it off faster.
Okay. Intelligence.
Yeah.
it's a laser weapon, or sorry, an energy weapon.
Actually, no. Use strength.
Okay. Actually, that works out in my favor.
Okay.
Alright.
Cool.
Partial.
Yeah, you're able to.
I have my sword with me too, so
Yeah, you're able to cut and pry it off. Pretty easily.
I feel like I'm
Um,
gonna make it explode in my face.
Not all of
if
that.
you roll really poorly.
So yeah, I'm gonna start walking back while fiddling with it.
Okay. So who is at the airlock?
Both of us.
Yes, I'm there. And he's there.
Okay.
So maybe I would open a comm, like just like on the other, like on the airlock panel. I just like open a comm to the other side and be like, "What do you guys
Yeah,
want?"
I was gonna have
Yeah.
them do that same thing, but if you want to do that, go ahead.
Yeah, I mean that's basically what she says. It's just like, it's like state your purpose.
All right. So you say state your purpose?
Yeah. Yes, that's
Okay.
very.
So the civilian, whoever that is in the back, they've had their hands folded behind them, just patiently waiting for something to happen, and then something does, and like a panel to the right flickers, and they hit it and say, you are in. You are breaching Vorten military territory. We're forcibly. What's the word for taking, but nicer?
Confiscating.
Confiscating your ship. If you wish to live, you will surrender now.
I just kind of go. There seems to have been a bit of a misunderstanding here.
I've muted the comms, so you can't say anything to them.
Oh.
You might have noticed, all of the people are female.
All of the humans.
Yes.
Okay. But the civilian you said was a he.
Oh, I did?
Yeah,
It's a she.
I think so. Right. Okay.
Loopholes.
Sure, whatever. Or maybe I misheard you. It's possible.
I think I misspoke.
Okay. Okay. So then I would turn to Flintlock and be like, rather than immediately replying, I want to be just talking. So these guys are claiming to be part of the military. However, they're civilians. right? They're all civilians, or was it just the one guy? The one
Well, there's
girl?
only one obvious civilian.
Okay.
The rest are in military outfits. You could roll a culture traveler to
I'll do that.
How about culture spacer?
figure out, or culture spacer.
Okay, cool.
Not
What-
culture spacer. You could help with culture spacer.
What attribute? Because I have
But
Culture
it's-
Traveler.
Okay. Yeah, you do traveler. I'll
intelligence.
help.
Intelligence.
Or you could do culture vortex, but I know none of you have that, so I didn't ask for that.
7.
7?
7.
Alright. Yeah. You can tell
And
that
do I,
at the
with
very
that assist,
least.
does it get
Oh,
more?
with assist?
Yeah, with that assist.
Yeah. So I'll tell you baseline, and then you can ask a question if you want.
Are they Empire?
I'll get to that.
They said they were Vorta.
Vorten. Yeah, they're wearing the military uniforms of the Vorten military. And the so-called civilian is some sort of researcher.
Hmm.
Right. I figured that. Well, that's obvious. I'm talking about. Can we actually get some real information here, though, with this?
Well,
All that was
yeah,
obvious.
ask a question.
No, but like, I figured the baseline stuff would be more than that, because there's nothing you said that wasn't completely obvious. Like the civilian is in charge of the mutant creatures, and the military
Okay.
is sponsoring this individual.
Well, would
What
we
about more baseline?
7?
Okay, right. That's why I'm, giving you questions.
Okay.
Ask a question.
Why are they all female?
So the Vorten planet from back in the Scream, the male population was very small. So small that the government decided that it was, in order for reproduction to continue, that they would have to license them out, the males. And that has been going on for 500 years, approximately. And then when the end of the silence came, when space travel started up again, people could then, mate with whoever they wanted throughout any of the planets in the sector. But they kept the practice up because the population of men was so small that most of the population is female.
Okay.
You
I
know,
don't see how that is sustainable because this is several generations later.
It's not.
Because things was even. So what you're saying is that their time is different. The time that passed for them was different.
What? No. It's not sustainable.
Okay, but then it would have been unsustainable for like a decade, and then everything would have evened out afterwards. Like,
Oh, they made sure that it didn't.
okay,
The government.
okay, all right.
It was artificially made to stay this way.
Okay, all right. I see that. All right. What about the weird creature that is not like the others that we see through the porthole, whatever you call it?
The one on the right.
yeah.
I don't know. We don't have a map here of where they're all located. The one on the right.
Oh no, like the pictures. I have 3
Oh,
pictures.
the picture.
up.
Yes, the one on the right. In terms of that, yes.
Yeah, there's the weird things, and then there's the researcher in charge, and then there's the other ones.
Okay.
So
What is the
you're
other
just
one?
asking in general?
asking you about the weird one, the singular one that is not like any of the other
Oh,
monsters.
there's two of them. They're flanking this woman.
Okay, so then I need to get a different head count because it was weird. You said 4 humans, 1 researcher.
Oh wait, no, you're right. Yeah, there was 2 of the ones on the left and 1 of the one on the right. Yeah,
Yes.
right.
So that one.
Yes. What about it?
I want to know. I want to know about that one. Like, how's that one special?
Well,
Can I tell its purpose?
uh,
Its abilities? Anything?
it has a gun.
Okay.
It has 4 arms.
What kind of gun is it? Is it a laser rifle?
Yes, it is a laser rifle.
Are the humans armed with the laser rifles?
No, they have pistols right now.
Okay, all the humans. Okay.
Yeah.
And their armor? You said they were wearing.
I said they were wearing armor.
What kind of armor?
I didn't say. I'll look it up.
It's like just woven.
Probably I think it's combat field uniform. Yeah.
Sure. Okay. So these guys.
If they have 4 arms, are they from New Fala? Or related to New Fala at all?
The thing on the right?
Yeah.
Maybe.
I'm triggered. Let's go.
You're not here.
But I'm on my way.
You know what? I just see these guys. They have 8 total guys here. We killed something along the lines of 10 of them already. So we're evenly matched. Is really what this is.
Evenly.
Yeah.
2
I
people.
mean, not by numbers.
Keep in mind
but,
that the human troops do have cover.
how does that play? Because we
they,
had cover before. We had cover
what?
before, but there was no mechanic that saved us from being hit. So
I don't think you've ever had cover.
we had it when we were at the cargo bay, and there was room enough for 1 person there, and I was standing there, and the other guys didn't get any cover.
Well, they didn't get attacked because you were in the way.
They got it. Well,
We got attacked before you did that.
I guess it was all melee, so I guess it's different. But so how does cover work in this game?
Cover, you get -2 to AC.
Okay. Okay. What are they covered behind, by the way? What are they got, like crates or something that they put in place?
No, it's like parts of the wall that come out to allow for a person to stand behind.
Okay.
Specifically designed so they can defend this point.
Okay. All right. So
There are
just-
a few more behind them.
Okay, so
Also-
guys, imagine the first scene in Episode 4 of Star Wars where Darth Vader comes out,
Yep.
and that's me. Darth Vader is me, and and these guys fall down, real quick. No, we'll be a bit more careful than that.
A slightly woozy British explorer is a stormtrooper.
Yeah. Okay,
You'll
so
miss just as much.
So Simmons, do you want to roll to like make that thing improvise, sort of thing? What do you call it?
Sure. What?
Yeah,
what
if you want to make a post-tech roll,
post tech. Yes.
or you could try gunnery.
Gunnery or
Oh,
I think
that's
no,
a gunnery
you would be
weapon?
able to assist with gunnery, but make a post-tech.
okay. I'll do.
Is that a gunnery weapon or or energy weapon?
It's kind of in between.
I'm gonna
Okay.
assume intelligence.
Yes.
Hey.
Oh, yes.
Alright, cool.
Um.
Yeah, you're able to wire it pretty well.
Nice.
Okay.
It might
Um,
not be super reliable, but pretty good chance it'll go off when you want it to.
Cool. I would like to. Is anyone here? No one here has computers, right?
Nope.
I might actually.
What? I've been making all the computers checks.
Don't have any computers. I forgot.
Okay. Yeah, I thought no one on the ship had computers yet. Okay. Yeah, we're kind of fucked in that regard. Okay.
So
Um,
the woman hits the transmit button
Uh-huh.
and says,
Yeah.
"I'll need an answer soon."
Tell her we have a gift. It's a giant gun. Probably her
No.
own.
Okay, you know what?
Don't worry about the weird wiring.
No, you know what? Yeah, I'm just gonna. Can I open the door, throw the bomb in, and close the door immediately after it's through?
No, it is too big.
What do you mean? Oh, like the. Okay, so can we get like. Okay, can we get. What's it? Flintlock to do that open close door thing, and Mirko and I will toss it through.
You could
Because it's.
carry it in and then run back, but they will get to fire at you.
I can't. Why can't we toss it through?
Because
It's
it's big and
big.
heavy.
Okay. How about we turn off the artificial gravity on the ship and then we launch it through and then we close the door, and because then weight is not an issue anymore.
But there's still their ship with gravity.
Yeah, but then once it's through, it's gonna hit the ground, roll towards where the momentum is gonna take it into the room. That's okay. I just
Alright.
need it to go out of our ship.
Okay.
Can
Into
do
theirs.
that.
How big is? Can I
But
potentially hide
Someone
it?
will have to make a computers test. Someone will have to make an athletics test, and someone will have to open the door on time.
Could I potentially carry it behind my back without them seeing?
I would be the one carrying it because I got the armor.
Yes, that is a very good point.
You could, if you got a 12 on your stealth roll.
I'm real good
Right.
at hiding stuff. Can I?
Anything that could help with this.
Okay. So all right. Flintlock will do the computers, or no, Mirko will do the computers, and Flintlock will do the door opening and closing, and I'll do the athletics check to get it through. We good?
Okay.
Although, why do we
Mirko?
need to roll computers? By the way, why do we need to roll
For
computers?
Grav to get it.
But
like,
we can just—it's an on-off switch. Just disable the system. That's all we need.
I don't know. It is. It's a
You're
combination
just kinda,
of.
you're adding rolls just to add rolls. Like,
Yeah.
there's no.
All right. Well, I'm gonna add another roll, and Mirko, make a perception test.
Perception? Okay. Which attribute?
Wisdom.
Wokey? Oh, shit.
Okay.
Can I aid?
Yeah.
Nope.
Okay.
Our perception checks have been spot on.
So you notice a little breeze, but that's probably just because of the air is returning to the cabin.
I don't trust it.
Why? Because I said make a check.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, I want to do the plan now. Let's do it.
All right. So
Please do it.
yes, you can do it. But before you do, the woman comes back on comms.
Yeah.
And
Hasn't been any time though. Like
What? Yeah, it has.
since the last time she talked, nothing has happened. We've
Yeah?
just been
We've been waiting for Mirko to show up.
no that she already had showed up by that time.
No? She's been walking around.
Yeah.
I've been
Oh,
aimlessly
Dad.
walking around the ship.
Totally had. Totally had. Okay, fine. What did she say?
Dude, I don't even know. Something threatening.
Something threatening.
We're not even paying
She
attention, honestly.
says. I have not thought about this enough.
Clearly.
It is lamentable, but I suppose we don't need your ship. And she leaves.
Wait,
Okay.
Now,
wait. As
You-
she's walking away, can I run up to the thing and be like, and hit like the comms and just be like, "Bitch, please, the fuck you talking about?"
okay, so
Since I
that
just
causes
showed
her to
up.
pause a bit.
As I see her pause, I'm just like, "Yo, I just showed up to the shindig. What the fuck's going on?"
Well, as you ask what the fuck's going on, two of these things that just appeared.
Uh,
Oh,
Oh, so
fuck.
now we got 10 things.
Yeah, they don't appear on the other side of the door, though. They show up on your side of the door in the hallway.
That's fine.
holy shit.
And they blow out a door in the hallway and then come out, and they're going to take 2 shots at random people.
Okay.
Um,
So,
We're dead.
but can we do this
Yep,
this
we're
thing
dead.
though? Because you haven't been like giving us any. Go ahead on this.
okay,
Okay. there you
they're
go.
going to take 1 shot, actually. And then you're going to get to do your thing if you want, or you're going to have to fight these.
Okay.
Where did they come?
You know what?
from?
Actually, they're too far away to hit you. I'm just going to say there's a threat.
Okay. Whatever. Literally don't care
Yeah.
about them. Okay, guys. We're tossing this thing through. We're closing the door. We're letting it explode, and then we're going into their ship.
So,
Yes.
who's doing,
Okay.
Okay.
Let's do it.
who's doing what?
And so open the door, and we'll toss it through.
I open the door.
All right, the door
We
opens.
toss it through. We toss it through.
All right, make
We
an
like
athletics check.
hit the button for to start overloading, right?
Athletic strength.
Yeah,
No. I'm-
Dex actually.
Yeah, I'm doing this
Oh, okay.
because I've got the armor. So if they're gonna shoot at someone's gonna be me. So
Oh, I thought we were throwing it together. Okay, okay.
you want to assist though. Yeah.
Okay.
So
The bomb's been primed, right?
yes, of course.
Totally.
That was the whole
Okay.
point of the roll where we got a 10 before. Where yeah. So I just got a 10 on my throw. So
All right.
off it goes.
Yeah. You-
Right in
you
the
throw
middle of
this
all
thing-
of them.
Huh?
Right in the middle of all of them is where I'm aiming, so I can get the maximum number of them with this blast.
All right. Yeah.
I want
you
it to
get
basically, yeah, I want it to basically explode on impact.
I want, as this
Like-
happening, me flipping them all off, kind of like
and
jumping
then, of course,
backwards.
then Flintlock is like closing the doors immediately after it goes through.
that. Okay.
And we
And-
look through the viewport to see the effect of the explosion.
Yep. Oh. I just realized a good reason to have the computers test.
Mm.
Opening their door.
No, we just. Well,
I
we
know.
just threw
I'm
this
not
stuff
gonna
through,
do that
so
I've already
too bad.
forgotten.
It just hits the opposite door, just falls
Right.
back in front of
Yeah,
us.
Yeah, so it just goes through,
no. Uh-huh.
They, for
and
some
blows
reason,
up. Roll
Damage.
3d8.
3d8.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Bam.
Oops.
All right. So yeah, big explosion happens inside, and then there's these two other things shooting
them
at
in
you
our ship. Yeah.
in your ship, shooting at you.
Okay.
Um,
Alright, I want to glance inside, like, through the window and see how much damage that explosion did to them. I figured
Okay.
an explosion with dealing that much damage probably hit most, if not all of them.
Yes. So the
So we
ones
roll-
nearest to it, which are the 4 humans, they're dead.
Okay.
Bitch.
The weird creatures on the left, they're dead.
Mhm.
The weird
So-
creatures on the right are still up. Well, they're conscious, have being on the edge of the blast, but they are damaged.
Okay.
And then
And
the
the
woman
civilian-
left. Oh, it.
Oh.
There's only one of them. And then,
The civilian we
Yeah.
had delayed by talking to her, so
okay.
did she get hit?
I'm gonna roll a saving throw.
I did scream
15 or
fuck
higher.
you at her.
She's not. She managed to
Okay.
dive for cover just before.
Okay. Alright, in that case, I'm gonna slam open the door again, because we closed it to prevent the blast from hitting us.
Right.
And then we open it back up, and I'm gonna tell Simmons and Flintlock to go and take out any guys who got on that side. And I'm gonna take these two that are in our ship.
Okay. Let's roll initiative.
Cool.
I have a 2.
We're tied.
Okay.
Hey.
Huzzah! So how does it work if we're tied?
We go at the same time.
Or was it bonus, dex bonus or something that determines?
Did
or-
you not add yours? I think it adds it automatically.
Oh, it does.
Yeah, you got a 1
like-
plus 1.
But if we're tied,
According to the rules, we
Yeah.
go at the same time.
okay, that's gonna be weird, but okay.
It's a bad combat system, I think.
Okay. All right. So then,
but
do you want to
whatever.
house rule it because it's bad, or do you want to just stick with it?
I'll let you decide if you want to go first or second, but
I would-
if you fire, you'll be able to. Both shots will get off, even if it falls unconscious due to damage.
Okay. Okay, that's fine. Cool.
Okay, so Mirko, you're up
Yeah.
first.
Um.
There are. Oh yeah, there's only. Oh yeah, there's only one creature left, and the civilian.
Is she at least like knocked over? So she's like on the ground.
You
Well,
can't
she-
see her.
go for
She's
cover.
dived into the intersection.
She's not really a combat threat, probably. So you focus on the two. things that are
Whatever.
left.
How far away are they from me?
About 30 feet.
All right, so I'm gonna start moving towards them and I guess shoot.
Okay. If you want to get in cover, you can.
Is there cover available?
There is cover. For them, not yet, but they'll be getting into cover. Probably.
All right. Can I shoot and then move into cover?
Sure.
Okay. So yeah, I'll do that.
Okay.
What's the AC value for the big guy on the right?
4.
What? Oh my god.
Right. So you fire your shotgun. You fire a bit wide, and then you get behind cover. And then your British friend does something.
his British friend is going to move into cover and shoot.
Okay.
What's the AC? 7?
4.
4.
Why do I keep thinking 7?
Because it was 7 last time.
Par for the course.
No. So yeah, you guys fire at it. You're able to get into cover because, trying not to get hit. And then it's gonna fire at you, and then we'll go to the
The other guys.
Gabe and the other guys.
My two friends.
Yeah. So it. Are you guys on opposite sides of each other,
Yeah,
cover-wise?
I would
Yeah.
assume so.
Like one of you took left, one of you took right.
Yeah.
All right. So it's gonna go to the left side, which is gonna make it harder to hit for whoever is on the same side. More so than the right side. Who's on the right side?
I'll be on the right side.
Okay. So it's gonna try and hit you. What is your AC?
My AC is 7.
All right.
Oh.
It's gonna
Wait, didn't
take
it?
a hit.
Does it get a minus
What?
since he's in cover?
Oh yeah, it does.
Aha!
-2.
But it's -2, which is still 20, which still hits.
Yeah. You take 2 damage.
I'm down to 0.
So you're down to 0. Yeah.
It's been a hell of a day for you.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, could have been more damage.
Yeah, it could have been 10.
At 0 do you bleed out, or is it only a -1?
I don't actually remember. I'm okay with you taking an extra action and then passing out. That
Or-
way you can heal yourself if you want to.
Oh, to make him stop bleeding?
Yeah, like you'd be able to apply a las patch to yourself and then fall unconscious.
Do you have las patches?
I do have last patches. I have.
Yeah,
Okay.
because
so
the
you do
las
that on
patch
your
used
turn.
in last session was Victor's because Victor owed you one, I think.
Yeah, he did. He never paid me back for that.
Well, now he has.
So he used my last patch?
No.
What?
He used
No.
his.
He used his las patch.
Right, so. Oh, right.
So you're even.
Yes. Okay. But yeah, I'm gonna. Yeah, last patch.
All right, make a tech medical roll.
Hold on one second. I'll be right back.
Actually, make that on your turn. Let's go to the other combat.
Okay.
So, Gabe. Val, do you want to...
Can
Roll
I take
first?
cover?
Yeah.
Okay, I want to take cover from the 2 guys that I'm going to be fighting, right?
Right.
Not the ones that they got.
Yeah.
Um,
They won't be able to take cover this round. But next round they might be able to.
so I want to take cover, and I want to shoot my thunder gun
Okay.
at one of them.
Alright.
What's AC is 4, you said?
That was for the other ones. These guys are...
Oh, they're probably 6 then.
These guys?
I don't know.
No, these guys are 3.
How are they different? I thought they were the same type.
No, because these are the lower ones.
What do you mean lower ones?
So on the map,
Mm-hmm.
I have
What?
3 different kinds of aliens.
Oh, okay, I didn't see the line. Okay. Because I have my character sheet in front of it, so you can always
Oh,
notice
okay.
that you changed something.
Yeah.
Okay, so these are 3.
Yeah.
And, that's going to take that into account. Great. Let me do that again because it didn't show up.
Oh, yeah.
Here we go. That's
Oh,
pretty good.
Wow. Yeah, you hit one
Mhm.
in like the chest plate, and it goes to one knee and starts bleeding all over the place. But,
Because it's got a big hole in it at this point.
or maybe not like directly, but like it takes out a large portion of the
Yeah.
chest and arm. But it manages to hold on to life just barely and fire back at you.
Okay.
And your armor class is 0.
0 minus
Uh,
2.
Yep. Because you're taking cover. You get +3. Alright. It rolls a 10. Also, it is not dead. It is at 1 hit point.
Okay.
Now the other one is gonna advance and take cover and try
Are
and
they
shoot you also.
communicating with each other? Are they like talking to one another?
They are making noises,
But I don't
and they're
understand them.
alternating, but you can't recognize what they're saying.
Okay.
And it fires its arm-mounted plasma cannon and misses horribly. Splatters against the wall on the far side of the hallway.
I feel like I should quote Pirates of the Caribbean right now and just say, "Stop firing holes into my ship!"
Yeah. Okay, so Mirko, is your turn.
Well, I guess I'll just fire
Okay.
anyway.
You'll be hindered by the cover.
Mm-hmm.
You'll get -3 because you're on the same side. Because you're both on the left. If you want to negate that, you can switch to the other side.
No, I'd rather not get shot.
Okay.
Alright.
Alright. And then Kit. Flintlock.
What attribute?
Tech medical
Intelligence?
intelligence.
Yay!
Oh, good. So yeah, you get shot. There's like a hole in you. It's been
You get like shot in the
cauterized
exact same place too. You like.
Oh
It's
yeah.
like it
definitely.
blows off the old last patch. That's all it does. It just hits the old last patch and blows it off. Like,
Yeah. And then you like slump onto the side of the wall, and you manage to get your las patch out and apply it correctly before you fall unconscious.
Great. I missed a shot and got knocked unconscious. I'm glad I can be of so much help to this team.
yeah, I mean, it's better. Like you're a bullet sponge. You took the shot that would have been for Mirko otherwise.
Yep.
You're useful.
Now this thing is gonna go. It's gonna switch sides, so it ducks down and tries to get to the other side of the hallway, and then is going to shoot at you. What is your AC?
Remember to subtract 2 from it.
It's 4.
All right, so 2. All right. Yeah, laser blast comes your way, but you're able to not get hit. Some sparks shower over you, though.
That's always good.
All right,
Okay.
Gabe.
Yeah, I'm. I think I want to shoot at the one that I did not hit before.
Okay.
The uninjured one.
Alright, it is under cover.
Okay, so what's the? So it's 1 AC then.
Yeah.
Okay. Boom.
But you hit it in the head anyway.
Yeah, it was
And
like
its head
peeking
is
behind
now
cover.
not there.
Okay, cool. It's dead.
Though
The other
because
one's at 1 hit point.
what? Yeah, the
The
other
other
one's
one's
at
at
1 hit
1
point. It will still try to hit you,
Uh-huh.
despite not having a head, because you have the same
Turn.
initiative order,
Right.
but you know, doesn't have a head.
It like got off a shot just before I hit it, basically.
Yeah.
It was like peeking me around cover in order to shoot me, and then it got hit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. It's not any good at this. Wow, they're so bad. These are
I mean,
supposed to
it's
be like pretty decent troopers.
It's mostly my armor, to be fair.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the fact that I'm in cover. Yeah.
I don't know. They're actually
Um,
rolling pretty badly.
Oh, sure.
They have 4 and a
That's-
9. Even if you
that's
were
just
not
RNG.
wearing armor, they wouldn't hit you.
Sure. Okay.
All right, Mirko again.
Yeah. Oh wait, he switched sides. Yeah, I'll shoot at him.
Yeah.
Ooh.
He only has a -2 now.
And then after I shoot at him, I want to switch sides again. Just
Okay.
keep on moving around.
Yeah.
4 -2. Oh my god. This is terrible.
All right. Okay, and then gonna fire. They are bad at this.
I'm okay with not getting shot.
Okay. Mirko,
Yeah.
you see the woman, the researcher,
And I shoot.
poke her head out from behind the wall, and she runs across. You will get a chance to shoot her, and she's going for the comm area, or like the button suite. The door controls.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So just roll for it.
Well, it's
Do you call out that she's doing this, or do you just shoot at her?
well, he's not going yet. Val is
More
going now with the super wounded elite trooper.
Okay.
I assume when I see her running, I scream, "Bitch, please!"
Alright.
And then I try and shoot her.
Alright.
Catchphrase now?
Yeah, pretty much. I still want to get to the
Alright.
point where I could just teleport in people's faces and be like,
Got your shotgun in the face? Yeah.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just can't wait to get to the point where I can actually do some damage before dying.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That'll be the day.
By
Uh,
the way, my shotgun's name is Bertha.
Big
Nice.
Bertha.
Does it have that on the side, or is it just what you've named it?
It's on the side, but I've named it that. I've like
Excellent.
etched it in with a knife, kind
Yeah.
of thing.
Yeah.
I might name my son Bertha. Who knows?
All right. So
Uh,
what is Val doing?
Can I shoot at the civilian? Cause
just that phrase. Can I shoot?
I mean, you could.
yes,
Yeah.
there's totally like a website that like posts out of context D&D phrases.
Can I
like-
shoot at the
Yeah,
city?
Yeah.
just like just out of context things that people have said while playing role-playing games. Some pretty good stuff there. I'm just gonna some really good stuff. All right. Can I? Yes, you
You
said.
can, but you'll have to get out of cover.
That's worth it.
Okay.
So let us see what the Thunder Gun does to the unarmored. This is a 9 AC.
Yep.
Oh my
Oh
gosh.
God, she's dead.
She's vaporized. All right.
Yep.
No, you just became like outlaws, like a lot more outlaws than we already were.
Hey, they attacked us first. There was like no like warning. There was
Yeah.
no.
Any sector-wide government besides Varga is probably gonna rule in your favor,
So,
and maybe even Varga would, depending on stuff,
how much we bribed them.
bribery,
Okay.
if this was a sanctioned mission or not.
Uh-huh. Okay. So.
Anyway, the the elite trooper with 1 hit point left and a missing arm is gonna come rushing up at you and shoot at you now without cover. And oh my God, they're so bad at this.
I mean, he is at 1 hit point, so he's probably like
Yeah.
shaking and shit.
He's missing an arm, bleeding profusely.
They rushed at me, right? So they're pretty close.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take my mono blade at them.
Oh
Okay.
my gosh.
Well, we're gonna go to Mirko because it's Mirko now.
I just.
Mirko's turn.
Oh, there's still one left.
Yeah,
Wait,
you still
shoot
have
there.
the
But-
guy on the right
Yeah.
out there.
I could just imagine Mirko sitting back and kind of laughing at the fact that this girl just got exploded.
Yeah, I can see that too. Because you're like, bitch, please. And then she gets
Exactly.
back. And it's like, oh yeah, take that.
Like, all I do, I don't even shoot my gun. I kind of just put my hand out and I'm like, I'm done. I'm done. No more.
All right.
And I sit down behind
Wait.
cover.
Okay. The forearm thing. It is gonna take a shot at Val, and then it's gonna run away.
He can run away all at once.
Yeah.
Oh, can I get my shot off at it before it runs away? Before it gets
yes,
out of sight?
because you are during the same movement. Yeah, if you want to try and hit it.
I want to hit it because the guy that rushed me with one arm is not so much of a threat. I just want to get this other guy before he runs away to get help or whatever.
Yeah. It does have cover, so it's only 2 armor class.
Damn it.
Oh wow. You probably take a chunk of the corner of the wall as it runs past.
Jesus.
Okay. I'm like, Miracle, get your ass up.
All right, now the big guy who's behind you is gonna try and hit you. Nope.
No.
Okay. I'm like, I just like turn around, like, not even like trying to like get in the cover or anything. It was like,
Yeah.
I don't have time for this. I'm gonna swing my freaking monoblade here.
Yep.
Which, how much is its AC?
AC is 3.
Modifier. Alright.
All right. Yeah, it's pretty wobbly. So as you cut for its neck, it falls over.
Doesn't even dodge. It
And,
just
you know,
falls.
Shot goes wide, and you cut at it,
Uh-huh.
and neither of you
Okay.
gets stuck in the
were able
wall.
to hit.
Can't we just kill this thing? Can it, like, Story
Clearly
to roll.
not. So Mirko, what do you do?
Mm, what's the chance of more
Alright.
things being on this ship?
I would say to you that there's probably still at least a pilot in the bridge. So go clear out the ship
Me with my
before they start.
2 hit points.
I mean, okay. How about this then?
No, I'll do it. Alright, I get up and I start sprinting after the fucking thing, and I'll shoot him.
Okay, yeah, you can definitely see him down the hall.
Okay, cool. Wait, do I still have a -2 because of he's now running?
What do you mean?
He wouldn't be in cover if he's running, right?
Right, he's not undercover.
Okay, cool.
Undercover. He's a spy?
Oh my god, come on.
But he's too far
Oh, you
away.
named it Bertha?
Yeah.
Oh, great.
You can do that? Oh,
Yeah, you can change the name of your weapon. Very good. Yeah, it's gonna run. If you want to chase after it, we'll make opposed athletics tests.
Okay.
But yeah,
Do you want me to make it a athletics test now?
not just yet.
Okay.
We're gonna go to Val and the big guy. Hopefully, one of them will kill the other.
Okay, here we go. Yeah, I'm at it. Their chances of doing anything to me are not so good.
Nope.
Curve stomp it.
All right, you do kill it, but we're gonna get one last shot off. No.
I just imagine
I
him
don't
like.
think they got higher than a 10.
Yeah.
I just imagine Gabe like chopping its head off as it like shoots blindly into the wall.
Yeah.
Val,
Okay.
so you cut its head off,
Mm-hmm.
and then you look past you.
Ask me where? Towards their
Past
ship?
it, like further into your ship.
Uh-huh.
And
And you're spawning more monsters because that
No.
wasn't enough of a challenge?
I'm not.
Okay.
And you see Vince.
You see like someone walk behind a corner. Like you see the trailing end of a dress.
Okay. Can I do a perception check to notice more than that?
Yes.
And it was all a dream.
Right.
No, I'm not gonna pull that again.
Yeah, you did that one too many times.
I think I only did that once.
Exactly.
Yeah.
in the medical bay, really confused.
So yeah, this
No,
was all
no.
just
Kit's dream.
Flintlock's dream.
No,
As he
we
goes
wouldn't-
down again.
Yeah, wisdom.
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
just barely see, like maybe a foot. Also, looks like a normal foot as far as you could tell.
That's a good sign, I guess.
Okay. I think I would have Vincent. Alright, here, I'll do this. I have comms to Vincent, and and I'll say, check out the ship. We've cleared out the entrance to their ship. Check out our ship. Make sure there's no other stowaways. See how they boarded our ship. Like, find out how they did it.
Okay.
Can I-
He comes back and says, "Scanners read negative." I'm gonna go take a look.
Okay, yeah, just find out how they boarded our ship and yeah, and search around, see if you
They're
anyone.
psychics.
tell us the moment you do, because we'll run back, and then I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna go into the enemy ship and I'm gonna go after Simmons, fast as I
Okay.
can.
We could totally salvage the other ship and make a bunch of money off of it.
Potentially.
I'm
Yes, but that was kind of the whole idea the whole time, but of docking with them so we could do that and also like replenish our air supply by draining it from them. but we'll get to that once we actually finish clearing out the ship.
All right.
Yeah.
So, whose turn is it?
Wow. Me?
We're out of combat if you want to be.
I mean, they're
think
giving me like.
Aren't I still chasing the forearm?
you can chase after it if you want to. We can make opposed checks.
Yeah, I want to do it. I want to beat the shit out of this guy.
Okay.
Strength or dex?
Strength,
Swear.
because it's running. Actually, con, or whatever.
Oh.
You'd
Whoa.
pass either way.
Okay.
Oh wait, no, you wouldn't. Do you have a higher con than?
No, strength and con are both ones.
Okay. It just bolts. It's got really long, wiry legs. And
So you can't shoot it again?
you can try.
All right, I'll try. Bertha will try. Oh yes!
Wow.
You
It's like, what, the first time?
yeah, managed to take out one of the legs, and it just falls on the ground.
Would this kill it?
What?
Would this kill it?
Yeah, unless I mean, it's effectively dead, but it's just gonna lie there, in pain.
Slowly die.
Yeah, and it's like screaming.
Wait. Very quick question, Eric. It's been
Yeah.
4,000 years since
Since when? No,
Like-
just 1,200.
1,200. Okay.
Year
that's-
3,200.
Wait. So how? It's the year 3,200.
Yeah, it's June 4th.
June 4th, 3,200. Thank you. This is very important to me.
Okay.
All of a sudden, in the middle of combat, just like.
Oh, you gonna
Whitlock is
celebrate?
like.
راحت
Pulls out a
عينيك.
calendar, starts flipping through it.
Just for flair, I want to go up to the four-armed monster, pull out my sword,
Yeah.
and just stab it in.
Okay.
And in Arabic, I would like to say, "Rest your eyes."
Alright.
Just for the hell
Alright.
of it.
Cool. Alright, so Val, you meet up with Simmons saying
Yeah.
some gibberish and stabbing this thing. What do you do? And Simmons, what do you do?
Well,
No, well, he's like just cleaning off his blade. I want to
Yeah.
determine where this forearm thing was running to.
Okay.
Like, was it like the bridge or something?
Well, I'm pretty sure that they speak English on Vorta. So you would just be able to see based on the signs. Yeah. Yeah, it's going to the armory.
Okay. And would I be able to tell where the bridge is from here?
Yeah, if you follow like signs on the walls, you'll be able
I mean,
to.
I've been on shift my whole life. I was born on
Yeah,
one.
you can also figure that out.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
راحت عينيك.
You'll want to make a navigation test to see how fast you can get there.
navigation.
Yeah, because you're navigating. Because navigation is both space travel and land and sea and air and all that stuff combined.
Sure.
Because
Um,
they decided that. The writer and Simmons,
based-
if you want to help or do something else.
based on
I'll help.
like I'm running, so could it be Dex?
Sure.
Wow. Okay. I want to get to the bridge. Yeah. I guess I'd have Simmons go to the armory and get all the gear that that thing was gonna go for.
Okay.
Yeah, see what you can get that might help us out here.
Find Bertha a friend.
Yes.
I'm just gonna make an attack roll, just because I want everyone to see what I named my rifle.
Queen Elizabeth XVII.
You see, I had to know what year it was so I could determine how many queens there would have been.
And they've all been Elizabeth ever
They've
since
all
the
been
second?
Elizabeths.
Okay.
There's been Elizabeth the Third, the Fourth, the Fifth. The current queen is Queen Elizabeth the 17th.
There haven't been any kings or anything.
No.
Nope.
Okay.
All right.
That's of course assuming that they all live as long as the current queen, which is the longest living queen or monarch ever.
I just use the standard life expectancy for a female, which is like 78.7 years.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah.
All right. Cool. Queen Elizabeth
All right,
XVII. Also, what a remarkable roll you got.
I know.
A 1.
Well, he's unconscious,
Yeah, makes sense.
and he didn't put AC or anything.
Yeah. But natural 1. Okay.
Jeez.
So each of you,
He's screaming.
because you're going in different directions.
He's missing every shot.
Yeah, I'm gonna need computer rolls as the just like you guys were able to seal off your doors, they've been doing the same thing with their own.
Oh.
Based off of
Intelligence or wisdom.
How would they know that we're loose on the ship? Because we killed the civilian before she got to the comms panel.
Cameras.
And
Oh, okay.
also the sound of gunshots
and a
echoing.
giant
And-
explosion.
I mean, they were gonna expect gunshots. They were gonna expect them. So
Okay.
Yeah, but you have internal scanners, and so do they.
okay.
a gun
Alright.
that literally sounds like a cannon going off next to you.
Ooh.
Okay. Do I do one as well?
Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
So, unfortunately, for both of you,
Can I just shoot it? Can I shoot the door? I have a thunder gun.
Yeah, you can try. But yeah, both of you are unable to get out of the. You can't hack it. You can't hack
It
through
literally
the door
breaks them
systems.
apart.
But yeah, if you want to try a different method of opening the door, you can do that. Roll combat check.
A combat check. Is such a thing as a combat check?
Yeah, it's on your skill list.
Or
Combat,
energy.
Energy. And then add intelligence. Or wisdom. Alright, yeah. So, you literally break it apart. But alarms start sounding,
Sure.
and they know where you are.
That's cool. I mean, they knew where I was anyway. Because of the
They knew-
internal scanners.
About where you were. Now they know. Oh, they're at this specific place. And Mirko, what are you doing?
Can I try and hack the door again? Can I just...
Not the same way. You can try and break it down a different way.
Is there like another way that's semi-obvious that I could go? Like a vent or something?
You could try and break it down with an athletics check, or you could.
I'll do it.
Attempt at other computers.
No, you can't do computers again.
I'll try and break it down.
You could. Yeah.
There you go.
Wow.
Oh wow.
He does it by hand better than I do it with a thunder gun.
Just like.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, jab Bertha in and pry it open.
Bertha.
Okay, that
And
sounds a
then,
little
yeah,
dirty, Eric.
What?
It sounds a little dirty, Eric.
All right, whatever. I didn't name it. And then yeah, you were able to slide the door open. No alarms go off. You just walk on through.
Oh, okay, cool. I just, I put her in there the right way.
Yeah.
Nope.
Okay.
Uh, all right. So, what's beyond the door? Is it the bridge that I arrived there?
So eventually, you do get to the bridge.
Mm-hmm.
But in and not in around it, it's heavily guarded. This is because alarms went off. They know where you're going.
Sure.
They're gonna reinforce it.
Sure.
There are 2 more of these guys,
Which guys?
the lower ones.
Okay.
There's like maybe 6 of those,
This is a really big.
and then they can have 40 people on the
Yeah.
ship.
And I've been counting the number of crew we've killed.
How many have you killed?
This,
'Cause I have
we've
not been
killed.
counting.
We've killed 20.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure. And so this is, you said 2 and then 6, so there's another 8.
Yeah, and there's 2 human officers.
Okay,
And
10.
before you get like to the space that you're trying to get into,
Mhm.
they call out to you
Right.
and say, "What can we give to you to make you stop?"
The 10 of them are surrendering to the one of me. All right, let's do this.
You took out 2 of their
Elite.
big guys alone.
This is what I do.
You've got like the best weapon in the game.
I sure do. Okay. I'm gonna order them to lower their weapons. Drop them. First off, like if they're asking for mercy, I'm gonna tell them to lower their weapons.
All right,
As-
one of them does, and so do the 2 big guys. But the other officer, like,
Human.
how do we know you're not just gonna shoot us anyway?
I shoot him.
Sure. But okay, yeah.
I'm just gonna shoot him.
Uh,
You know, you're not just going to shoot us. Shut up.
yeah. And here's what's his AC?
4. Well, 2 because they're undercover.
Okay. Then I'll call that my warning shot. I'll be like, you have 3 seconds to lower your weapons,
All right.
and I get behind cover also.
Okay. Make a
Intimidate.
charisma-based intelligent combat energy.
Charisma. Okay. Sure.
To
Charisma.
persuade them to not do what they want to do.
Yeah.
No, they're gonna attack.
Okay. Well, let's tango.
Alright. But before we do that, Scott,
Yes.
you get to the armory.
Okay.
You open the armory door. There doesn't seem to be a whole lot of people there, but beyond the regular guns, of which there are none currently, they've all been taken out and distributed amongst the crew. There are tanks of liquid,
Oh, okay.
and in this liquid, there are these creatures, like more of these 3 different monster things.
Are they awake?
They are not.
I'm gonna start breaking that shit.
Okay. How do you break it? You just smash?
I'm gonna shoot it. I'm gonna make sure
Okay.
that I hit the
Just
monsters
point
too.
blank.
Just point
Alright, yeah,
blank.
you shoot it. You don't even have to roll anything. It breaks. The liquid comes pouring out. And alarms go off.
Okay.
Lots of alarms. The
Are
creatures
these like
that you
klaxon
see-
alarms?
Yeah, klaxons,
Okay.
flashing red lights, and the creatures, the ones that you didn't shoot, their eyes start to open, like in Pokemon the movie. I don't know if you've seen that movie.
Yeah.
But yeah, the clone Pokemon, their eyes open, and they start to get out of their tanks.
Does my psychic point come back yet?
No, you haven't rested.
Yeah. I thought it was just an hour.
No, it's like you have to rest.
Oh, fuck. Alright,
Like spells.
So I think this is a good spot to end on.
yeah.
We got, you know,
That was fun.
yeah,
Fuck.
sorry about Kit being unconscious for a lot of it, but
Yeah.
It's
He
what
still got some good role playing in there, especially with the naming of the weapon. that
Bertha.
was a good one. Yes, and his whole
Queen Elizabeth.
stint
is-
with Vincent,
Oh.
which
Yeah.
is unconfirmed, sort of. That was a
alright,
good one.
so what do you guys think? I know I need to work on random NPCs and their motivations better.
Motivations.
Because I
that
didn't.
wasn't such an
I-
issue.
Really? I had an issue with
I mean-
it. I personally did not like how I handled it.
Sure, more clear motivation is always helpful. So, working on it is not a bad thing.
Right.
Because motivation is basically everything that's important to a character.
Right.
Well, talking about like last session, it was kind of like weird with what happened with the ships when the ram happened, because we didn't really talk about what we disliked last session.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was kind of weird how that whole thing went down. It was kind of clumsy.
Yeah. It was.
So it's just like it's more like knowing rules, like everyone knowing
Right.
rules. That includes us players. That rules that relate to us. So like we as players don't need to know about operating a fighter or a carrier or something. Things that don't apply to us. Like I don't think Kit and I should need to know psychic rules. But
And
Probably
I
not.
need to know gunnery rules.
right. But stuff that applies to us, we should kind of be knowledgeable with that sort of thing. And Eric, if you're gonna pull, like here's this like modified ship who has this like cool ability that can do this, you should maybe be familiar with that ability.
I mean, I made that up on the fly
Mhm.
that moment.
sure.
Just like, oh, this
It's-
is a thing that I hadn't thought of until just before I wanted to use it.
Right. So that's
So that's
kind of
why
the
it was
dangers of doing
clumsy.
that. Yeah.
I didn't expect
Yeah.
you guys to go where you went, and neither did you.
True. True.
So I just tried to
we never do.
quickly come
That's the
up with
thing.
something.
That's the thing about tabletop RPGs. You never do. You never know where
Yeah.
anything's gonna go. So, But
yeah, and I think this one sometimes
uh,
it's. I mean, most of the time you can kind of predict where things are going, but in this game, sometimes you can't because
I will say this.
bad things
This
happen.
particular, like this 2 episode, well, mostly this episode worth of combat was the most fun I've had with combat since the original dungeon we did way back when we started playing.
Really,
Oh, the
Yeah,
40 million
Yeah.
orcs coming in and we're
Yeah.
all fucking
only
everyone.
47.
yeah.
Whatever.
Plus like 2 wizards.
and
Yeah,
then the
But,
mushroom things, and then the ghoul, and
yeah,
And the zombies.
the zombies.
yeah. But this is I really like today's combat specifically. Yesterday, like last time, was fun in a way, but today in particular was good because there was a bunch of different things we had, bunch of different problems we had to deal with at once, and
yeah,
we
I was
could
trying
find
to do that.
and we found and you allowed us to perform some clever solutions to those problems.
Yeah.
And, you know, like with jerry rigging the explosive arm cannon thing, and the whole like venting of the air, and all those things to deal with those guys. I liked all that. I liked the showdown. You know, the doors. Yeah, that was all good.
Yeah.
It's a bunch of different ways of making it so that it's not just standard.
Not just I hit
grinding.
you, you hit me.
Right.
Yeah, I
Um,
tried to give you multiple things at the same time
hmm
because if it was just, you know, a standoff between a few of you, it wouldn't be as interesting like last time.
Right. How about XP?
What XP?
Anyone get any goals?
Oh yeah, goals. I forgot.
I mean, I got into a fight.
That is true.
Right from the ship/crew, which I think by killing 20 of those things, their enemies, did a pretty good job. Killing the leader, also.
Yeah.
And, like, also Mirko's reaction was pretty good to that, just like laughing, like, "Bitch, please!" Zap. Just, yeah. That was pretty
Yeah.
great.
I really liked the image that was in my mind of that scene.
Yeah.
And he just
Whenever I
lying
fire,
on the ground, just passed out behind him.
Yeah. whenever I fire the thunder gun, I always imagine like Django Unchained, like Quentin Tarantino style, like over excessive blood explosions as a result of the damage it does.
Like the head, the arms, the legs, they all just pop off. It's just like,
Yeah.
Yes, all of that. So, XP.
Yeah, I'll say for your goals, you can each get 50 XP.
what if I didn't get a goal?
I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, that's kind of how it works, right? Like, sometimes you just don't level up for a long time, right?
Yeah, I think in the show that inspired me to do this, they're on the 50th episode and they're level 5.
Oh wow.
Yeah, they don't level up fast. I think you guys are only halfway there.
I'm 3/4.
Oh,
I'm
cool.
3/4 as well.
I'm halfway.
Technically.
Yeah, there's also non-symmetrical leveling.
Yeah.
Right. Which,
for the
how much
classes.
do you need to level, Scott?
2005.
Oh, so the warrior and psychic is the same then.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just didn't have
Okay.
goals for the first.
So it's just expert that goes faster then.
Yeah, Kit, I recommend coming up with another goal
Okay.
because I see you only have 2,
Yeah,
and
he's a hard one.
probably making it a bit more general.
Yeah, he's a hard one to come up with goals.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be like a huge goal. It could just be something you could do every session,
Yeah.
just like
And you can
because mine is like
one
eliminate a threat to the
session.
ship. So as long as I kill a bunch of guys, I'm good.
I mean, mine's getting in a fight, so that's gonna happen
Yeah.
every session,
Every time.
whether we
Yeah, you don't even
fight
have
or
to be in
not.
combat. Right.
Yeah,
no,
it doesn't
because
even have to be
you
combat.
can-
You just have to call someone.
All
Or
right.
try
No.
to.
No, it doesn't even have to be combat. He could just get into
Oh,
a
yeah.
verbal fight.
Verbally,
Antagonizing someone verbally.
Yeah.
which I do
So I
every
think that's the
time.
whole- Right.
Yeah.
I don't think there hasn't been an episode yet where I haven't like cursed someone out for some reason.
Is is one of your goals topple the empire or something like that?
No, it's find out why I was tested on, like why I was
Okay, right. That's a big one still. Yeah.
yeah, and then antagonize Vince, aka try and get in a fight with him.
Well, now you got a bunch of material because you saw him how close he and Flintlock were in the medical bay. Like you got material to antagonize him.
I'm just gonna be like, so you had a nice night, huh? She's gonna be like, what? I'm like, yeah, heard you.
You guys took some time off. We were in dire straits here.
Yeah.
We were off
Um,
shooting ships, and you
content-
were
So we heard a lot from Gabe, Scott, Kit. Do you have any
Yeah.
things you want to say? Things we can improve on?
Honestly, I thought that this one was pretty good. One thing that I would like to improve on that I definitely feel like with the whole fighting this military and researchers or something would be moving in more of like a longer kind of arc or like quests or plot line, because right now it feels like we're just kind of
Exactly.
drifting and doing odd jobs.
Yeah.
Yes. Exactly.
So I feel like
Talked
this
about that
I
before.
feel like this could be a good setup to
Okay.
the plot line.
Yeah.
And so I think that was well done.
we do.
I mean,
We do have the explosion that went off that we can play off of also still.
yeah,
What explosion?
The
Vincent.
government meeting thing.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Maybe.
one, we've had 2 areas change hands, and we've also had high alert on most military, so. And
Yeah.
I'm also wanted by the Empire, but that's like a low-key thing currently.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
We can get a whole
I
political.
think this new stuff though could be interesting. Like, if as a result of us defeating these whatever they are, they look like labs experiments, like lab specimens. As a result of defeating them, maybe word gets out to people who are like against the use of these things, and they
Yeah.
hire us to then go and sabotage the factory of these things or whatever. Like that would be cool.
Okay.
Uh,
Yeah. If there's some kind of mission that you guys want to go on, let me know in advance so I can prepare for it.
so, yeah, I think that would be pretty cool.
Because now I'll think about a lab that you can visit.
If
Yeah.
there's anything Empire related, I will shoot it.
Okay.
It's too bad about
Yeah.
that last charisma roll that I did. It's too bad. I'm
Yeah.
gonna have to kill another 10 guys. Oh.
Oh no.
At least you're not knocked unconscious again for the upteenth time.
Or sitting in the middle of a ring with a bunch of experiments.
I don't know what that's like, you guys. I don't know what that's like.
I'm gonna sprint
Oh.
my ass off.
Yeah.
All right then.
Oh man, I just thought of some great stuff just now. I'm so excited for next session.
I think I'm gonna die.
Can we talk about what time is good for each of us? If you know, I mean, I know you guys were saying like you have
Scott will know tomorrow, right?
Yeah, tomorrow for me.
I'll try and talk to my bosses on Wednesday and convince them to give me Sundays off,
Okay.
to. Okay.
or at least have a different time. So I
I'm
can-
good. I'm good Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I'm totally
Yeah.
free.
I am
It's-
also.
It's just a
I
matter
think
of.
Victor has work from 9 p.m. to 2:30.
What's he do, by the way?
At least, I don't know. I thought he went door to door telling people about political stuff, but
Well, that's
you
probably
don't
something
do
he
that
does.
at 9 p.m.
I'm sure he does that also.
Okay, yeah, probably.
Knowing him. But okay. Huh. Probably takes a night shift on something.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's try and figure things out. What is it about your schedule, Kit, that is so in flux?
They make it week by week.
Ah,
So as people
okay.
come and go, they give me different hours depending.
That's true. Mine will be week by week, but it sounds like it'll be pretty same each week, kind of a thing.
Okay.
All right. Well, then try and get in contact with Eric as soon as you find out.
Yep.
I guess.
Because if we do have to change the time each week,
Yeah,
then it'll be good to know, on Tuesday rather than Saturday.
Yeah. Well, I think I will know each Thursday the next week's schedule, or the next week's schedule, or something like that. I'll figure it out tomorrow.
All right. Cool. Yeah, because I'm free Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Okay.
So is Gabe, and I'll talk to Victor about when he's
Cool.
free.
Because
Because I'd like to have him back. 'Cause this was-
yeah.
Yeah.
We're
Yeah,
missing our
schedule's fine.
pirate. I need to get in fights with him.
Yeah.
He's not so much of a pirate as he is a banker.
He is a money
An accountant.
lover.
Yeah.
Yeah. Something I thought of that I would like us to work a bit on,
Yep.
which I am also at fault of, is in-character roleplay. I have
Yes.
been mostly third person describing what NPCs do and say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I would like
That-
to.
That's something like I
Just-
feel like we do good some sessions and then we do poorly others. It kind of fluctuates there.
Yeah. And there are certain scenes where it works really well, and then it just drops off. And it's just something we have to work on. I know we are,
Yeah.
like, at least Kit, Gabe, and Victor and I, we're pretty good when we're all together.
Yeah.
I guess.
Um,
Even at our best, I feel like there's plenty of room for improvement.
Yes.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
Yeah.
But
So
I think
some
I've seen
continuously
what
work
I'm
on
trying to say is I've seen us do better,
it. Sure. Yeah.
and I'd like us to do that
Mhm.
at least.
Cool.
Um,
I've been drawing the Just Bagels.
yeah.
It's only like it's only part way there so far, but I just came up with an idea for a silhouette for the ship, so I'm working on that.
Cool.
Should have it done by next time, probably.
I'm gonna try and find some good pictures of what I think Flintlock looks like.
Okay.
I'll
Because
probably.
I have this very clear mental image in my mind, but I just want to try and.
Does he have any facial hair, like a mustache or
He
something?
does. He has a glorious gray mustache that's curled up at the tips.
Glorious.
All right. Okay, I mean, Scott, do you want to close the stream?
Yep.
I don't think there's anything we want to say.
Oh, I just stopped it.
I thought it was already closed.
Oh, no. I